Congrats on your new job, Denise. Seriously, we love you, Denise. You're awesome. And then shout out to Allison. Allison is one of my favorite people ever who wrote the article of 5280. So.
I didn't know who did it.
Yeah.
I didn't read the article. Everyone knows that listens to this podcast, Kip's not a reader.
Yeah, no, it's okay. It's okay. Allison is the one. So love you, Allison. But it started out with the deliveries, and then when that article came out, we couldn't do that anymore. We had to do these pickup points. So we had these pickup points in different. It was either King Soopers or an H Mart or a Whole Foods or the Locavore off 38th. And while we were doing that, Mike was working for River Bear doing the barbecue out in the parking lot. And after seeing each other there for a couple of weeks, we were kind of like, what are you doing? And he was like, well, what are you doing? And I was like, I'm selling ice cream. And he was like, well, I'm making ribs. So I'd trade him a pint of ice cream for ribs every once in a while, and that's how we became friends. And then he did this pop-up at Bruto right over here in October. And then Kelly offered him the job over here, and now he's killing it. So
he's killing
such a good friend.
I mean, and it's great to see that. You know, we highlighted last week's episode. We talked about the flaming what was it?
They just followed me on Instagram, I'll tell you.
Something flame. But whatever it was. Dank ass bread.
Funky flame.
Funky flame. Thank you. Sorry, we've had a couple cocktails and a little bit of marijuana smoke.
Kip's a lightweight.
Yeah, the funky flame. You know, and it's you, and then you see Chef, Dave Hadley, who's doing the Made by Us, and he's making those
mostly samosas.
Yeah, the samosa shop.
No,
and
shout out Dave.
You see these, this, like you mentioned, like y'all are all in this come up together, and y'all are all shining together. Like Chef Michael's over there slaying it in Bruto, and killed it at Cinco de Mayo, and so you're going to see this prominence coming. It's almost like you see this wave, and we're golfers, so you see this wave of golfers, Colin Morikawa and Matthew Wolff and Victor Hovland.
Yeah.
And before that, there was you had the class of Spieth and
Rory,
Ricky and
JT.
JT. And so that's kind of what it is. It's not necessarily a change of the guard, because the old guard can still exist, but there's these new warriors on the block. And so we're excited to have y'all, and we're excited for the new flavors that are coming. I think we did tease a couple of things, and Josh and I were talking about it. Tell us a little bit about what we can expect flavor-wise if somebody was to be like hawking. Obviously, go give them notifications on, because you want to be on the alert. These things are fucking flying. But what's something we're working with here?
I mean, so
you're opening when is opening day?
June.
We're going to open June 1st, hopefully.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, did you announce that yet? Is this my podcast?
No, we've announced it.
June.
Fuck you. He said he was going to do it on my podcast. Well, ruin that.
Well, you're not going to release this for 2 weeks, so what am I? So I can't wait that long.
I know. When I saw it, I was like, damn.
So we're going to be moving in the first week of June, and then the idea is that first weekend of June, which I think is June 4th and 5th, we're going to be
week after Memorial Day.
Yeah, the first weekend of June.
Booyah. Okay, so if you're in town for Memorial Day, for those that are listening, put your fucking order in, because these puppies are gonna fly.
Yeah, we're gonna shoot for an event, like a private, industry, family, friends event, sometime in the first couple weeks of June. Also, do a grand opening for all these people.
Let that expose and let Instagram dude. It fucking
lean
works.
into that exclusivity,
dude. There's some asshole you'll meet them in person. You're like, I can see why you have people on the internet that like you, but no one in real life does.
Right.
But there's some really cool people out there. Shout out to my girlfriend. But it's a happy meeting.
Shout out to my girlfriend.
Yeah. Did you meet her on the internet as well?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
She found me.
All right, read some of these flavors.
Yeah, so
you're new to this episode, aren't you, Josh? We ramble.
You haven't been here, have you? So this is from a menu that I did last night. I think everybody loves Moose Tracks ice cream. It's a very popular, cult classic, right? So I'm calling this one Elk Footprints, because why would I call it Moose Tracks? It's malted salted vanilla bean ice cream with peanut butter fudge chunks, chocolate fudge ripple, peanut butter Captain Crunch, and cocoa pebble treat clusters.
So are you shopping from just Coke, your local King Soopers kind of thing to grab your ingredients, or are we now?
I mean,
are we going Costco?
Yeah. So I mean,
you're Costco level.
We love Costco.
Yeah,
when are you going to be at a restaurant supply? Are we not there yet? Are we close?
The quality of the dairy at Restaurant Depot is trash compared to Costco. To be honest with you,
that's what I was wondering. I wasn't sure.
Local dairy.
We are now operating on borrowed time, gentlemen.
Local dairy is. if we can get it, we want to buy as much local dairy as we possibly can.
Yeah, I'm in talks with this guy who
local
owns
dairy cows.
I'm in.
Y'all like those fat heifers from Colorado?
Local dairy cows.
I'm in talks with this guy Kevin who owns Five Freedoms Dairy, like north of Fort Collins.
Shout out.
Yeah, and we're gonna go visit him in the next couple of weeks and hopefully start using his milk for our product. But yeah.
Well, Greg, before we get into the milk segment of this podcast, I do have to ask, who is your sample size? Is it Josh? Because he's only got like 1.5 chins. You've got to be trying these flavors on more people.
Our demographic is like 42-year-old moms of
divorcees that also fuck the.
So Josh started helping me doing
the.
the deliveries in probably September or October.
This is the funny story.
And about halfway
Just
through the
yoga
day,
pants
towards the end of the day, it's so funny. He goes, "Have you ever noticed anything about your customers?" And I'm like, "What?" And like, some of them are overweight, some of them are, they're young, like they drive nice cars. Like, what are you saying? He's like, "No, they're all 40-year-old women with kids wearing yoga pants." Like,
it was the
Wash Park demo.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
hey, that's not a bad demo, and I feel like you'll find a younger pop a little bit in the neighborhood that you moved to, but yeah, you're still going to have this 4-year-old yams.
Oh, it's a great spread, but it's just a funny observation.
Will you continue delivery even with the store?
So it's funny that because we need to back up a little bit because
be careful because we have like probably 17 minutes left.
The way I met Kip was through Denise, who was the editor of 5280 and up until a couple weeks ago when she took a new job, and he was injured, and she told me, "Hey, go drop off some ice cream at this guy's house," when I was doing deliveries. So Kip only knows me as deliveries. Little does Kip know I haven't done deliveries since September.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Really?
No, haven't done a delivery since September.
Oh fuck!
There's too many. There's too many people.
Yeah, I mean, I saw you doing drop-offs.
That's what the parking lot thing was.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So that's still technically like meeting halfway.
It's like, hey,
that's
help me help you.
We still did about 60 to 75% of the business at the Ramble.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, because I mean, you told me come through with the dog and all these other things. And I was like, man, Saturdays are like really busy for me. That's like when I'm drunkest. Like I can't make it. Ice cream is dedicated for me on Wednesdays. Yeah, so thank y'all for your service. But yeah, okay. So jokes on me. Fuck me and the delivery.
And that's when we were doing the Sundays and the croissant sandwiches and stuff.
Are we
going
to keep that? Are you going to keep doing exotics?
That is that's like a huge.
That's
part
what
of
the
this.
sampling table is.
That is a huge part of what Wright brings
to
to
how much
party.
Okay, so you get like that douchebag from OCN, and you get those other people like Modern Eater.
Yeah.
You get those people that have their camera crews and, bring them in there and watch them create on those croissants you're making, those sandwiches.
Mm-hmm.
You can make a lot of money and a lot of fucking friends.
Yeah.
Not necessarily from some more than the others, but, get that fucking video out there.
Yeah.
They're going to hear this podcast, all maybe 1,800 folks. And they're going to be like, God damn, I got to get this ice cream. These people are cool folks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But when you see that video, that croissant that's flaked and then split in half, I mean, that's just straight sex appeal.
I mean,
it's going to do it. It's going to do it.
That's why I like doing that kind of stuff because it gives us an opportunity to work with other local businesses. Like we're doing, on May, what is it going to be? 7th or 8th? 8th. No, May 8th is going to be.
That already happened.
Right. Well, on May 8th we had
killed it.
We had the Bakery
2 weeks ago.
We had the Bakery 4 collaboration with our ice cream sandwiches.
And how was it?
It was amazing. I mean, the pre-sale sold out in 4 minutes. So, that's how you know it was going to be a good time, regardless of what was going to happen. And then shout out Sean over at Bakery 4. He's a really cool dude. So.
I love how you leaned into that. That was really great. I appreciate you doing that.
Don't
See, once you catch it, just nonchalant, just didn't give a fuck. That was so funny. Well, yeah. Well, you know what? You being very, warm and both y'all feeling comfortable here in these chairs here, it brings me to my next segment. And that next segment, to y'all, is brought to us by our friends over at Clear Creek Extracts, home of the Duo pen. I don't know if y'all have heard about this. I've posted about it on Instagram. Okay. But it's a pen that has 2 cartridges and 1 top. All you do is literally spin your hand and turn it. Oh. It's almost, think of like the Gatorade thermos top back in the day where it was the spinner top. Okay. Think of that, but with a marijuana top. That's what Clear Creek Extracts is coming to you. They have different flavor profiles, terpene profiles. As well, you can go indica sativa. You can go both. different flavors. It's great. They have everything you need. I score all mine from Colorado Harvest Company on South Calumet. They also have Veritas cookies, a bunch of other stuff, moderately priced, Coda bath bombs. They got everything you need. I love that shop. They don't even pay me, but Medically Correct does, as well as Incredibles and the whole family, and I couldn't be more fired up to be a part of that team. Great products, great team. It feels like a family, and so it brings me to my family questions of the night. Gentlemen, as regular listeners of my podcast, I'm sure y'all are accustomed to the questions that are coming to you.
Yep.
But the first question this evening is, it's just a basic stoner snack. We've talked about late night testing of ice creams, but this is just a late night testing of will. Let's say you worked hard. Let's say you went out with the significant other or with the crew. What's that guilty pleasure late night snack you're going to grab out of the refrigerator or the pantry before you go to bed? Josh, we're going to you. You look fired up. I saw you. You had a hand tilt.
I had a prepared answer. I had a prepared answer. It's a bag of popcorn.
Do you pop it old fashioned? Do you go bag in the microwave? What is the vibe here? Do you go just like old cracker guy?
No, I'll go if possible. I make it on the stovetop.
That's such a try-hard move for a late-night snack, Josh.
It requires heat and 4 minutes of time. It really doesn't require
I've never
much.
done it. What is your? What's
but it sounds hard.
What do you put the topper? What's your topper?
Salts.
No. Like, what do you put over the skillet if you're going?
Are you putting like tinfoil?
Yeah, is it
like how are you
tinfoil?
tenting it?
The top on a pot. You put the top of the pot on it.
Oh, you put it in like a quart pan.
Yeah,
I was thinking like a saucepan. Sorry.
No. I'm not making like metric fuck tons of popcorn at night.
I didn't know. First
like
off,
a
metric
soup pot, like a.
Yeah, I
big,
got you.
like,
Okay,
yeah.
sorry, I wasn't.
You said a snack, not a full meal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I'll make
Well,
a bag
that's
of,
why I thought saucepan. I was like, man, that's not going to pop up high enough.
Or the straight up bag of buttered popcorn, just pop. That shit is just. That's always a good.
Sleeper cell best topping you put on it, or do you mix anything in with it?
No. No mixing.
Just old fashioned OG
pop.
pop.
Straight up popcorn.
Okay, I fucks with it.
Yeah.
I like it. All right, David, do you have anything? Same question, obviously.
Yeah, so
I was very articulate with the first one, so I don't want to.
I don't have to say it twice.
I did it without stuttering. I was really proud.
So I have sugar tattooed on my forearm, sucrose and lactose. I'm addicted to sugar, so it's always going to be something sweet for me. I'm a big brownie in a mug guy, you know, like brownie
like
in
the microwave.
Yeah, brownie microwave type thing. Yeah.
Do you buy them or do you make that shit?
I just have like brownie mix and you crack an egg in it, put some butter in it, and whatever, you know. Like, yeah, it's quick, it's easy, a little oil in there, it's good to go. You know.
I've never thought of it as a late night snack. Like I've had them, but I feel like they're almost like a seasonal thing. I almost think of them as I have them at Christmas, like, oh, you have them late night, you know, like sitting around in pajamas. I've never thought of having them as like I'm about to make a mug.
You called popcorn a try-hard late-night snack, and that's not a try-hard
Well, it's a microwave.
You had said you're going to make popcorn in a
microwave.
Microwave.
If you just throw all this shit into a cup, that's the least try-hard thing. Especially when the opposite direction is actually trying. Like, he went the laziest route possible to the same outcome.
Yeah.
That's why if you'd have been like, oh, no, just give me old Orville, I'd have been like, yeah, I respect that. Just a late night snack, but you have to but you have to pluck your teeth a little bit before you go to bed.
Yeah,
that's a Colonel situation.
That is true. That's true. You do have to.
Yeah, but I mean, you have to brush your teeth with the cake as well.
Right.
But it's the most.
Says who? 4 out of 5 dentists.
Yeah, it's the most apathetic way of making a cake ever.
What's your snack?
Oh, for sure.
Mine is, so if I'm going sweet, I go Sour Patch Kids.
Okay.
But
easy, straight out of the bag. What's your favorite color?
Blue.
Really? Blue raspberry?
Yeah.
Oh,
when they added that,
guilty smile. That's a guilty blue raspberry smile.
Dude, when they added that, because it wasn't an OG flavor.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't
when
one of
they
the 4.
added it, I bet you those sales went up 22%.
You can buy straight bags of those.
Green Sour Patch, low-key sleeper of a flavor.
Green and red are the best.
I like the red.
Green and red are the best.
So like that
Green, red,
July
and blue
4th bag at the bodega, that's the July 4th. It's like red, blue, and the white.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are like on sale now because they're stale. I'll still pick one of those puppies up.
Sure.
I don't judge.
Let 'em melt. Let 'em
Sale
melt.
candy's best candy.
Yeah. And then if it's savory, I mean, I love a pizza roll bagel bite, but I'll eat cured meat out of the, or just any, just